Scorpio, you're at the beginning of a beautiful new chapter with the Ace of Cups. So welcome. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine, put your feet up, get yourself comfy. Come and join me for a cuppa while we have a little look what's going on for my Scorpio sun, moon, rising Venus, and cross-watching. And this is a timeless reading. I'm recording it right at the end of May, but whenever you find it, whenever it resonates for you, that's when it's for you. All right, my beautiful people, let's have a little look, see what we have got then. So the Ace of Cups has come out. I just wanted to pull one card to see what the main theme was for you. And we're using the Rider-Waite tarot deck. Okay, we've got the Death card. It's going to sort itself out in a minute. No, it's not. We'll just let it do its thing. We've got Judgment, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. So it sorted itself out now. Let's come back down here so we can see. All right, Knight of Cups in the center of your reading with Strength. We also have the Lovers, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. This is so interesting because I've just done Libra's reading and they had a lot of the same cards. They also had Ace of Cups, they had Judgment, they had the Lovers, they had the Queen of Wands, you know. So this is a theme that is going on for multiple, well, everybody. All right, it's partly to do with Uranus. Thank you for correcting me on the pronunciation, by the way, in Gemini, which is about awakening and aha moments and clarity. But all of us, as we move into this period over the next 6 months, really, but it's really kicking off in June and then going forward, is all about this awakening, seeing what we need to see, no more hiding, no more ignoring, the clarity, the truth. And so there's a very strong energy here about death and rebirth. And I want an affirmation card for you. I'm going to use these. This is the Everyday Spirit Guide Affirmations, and I want that one. Okay. And we have impossible, question mark. I am possible. Believe in yourself. Anything is possible. Right. So when we have been through a little bit of ups and downs, we can very easily lose faith in ourselves, in life, in like, is it always going to be this hard? You know, we can't. It's very easy to get in that mindset. And this affirmation is saying, no, 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 no. Anything is possible. Anything at all is possible. All right, let's get you one of my affirmation cards, which is from Hoping to Having. Let me just grab some water. I got a tickle in my throat. Hang on. Okay, let's see what the other affirmation is for you. Okay. Excuse me. I am aligned with success now. I am already successful and I welcome more success into my life. Oh, lovely. All right. So look at these together, right? Nothing is impossible. I am aligned with success and I am already successful. All right. We can't, what we tend to do is we put cart before horse. I'll feel or be successful when ... when I get that job, when I get that salary, when I find the love of my life, when. We put the success after the when. And it doesn't work like that. That's not how the universe works. It's not how the law of attraction works. I explain this in my book there. All right. But it's about saying, if I can get into the energy now of success, then I'm going to draw more success to me because it is a like frequency. It's a matching frequency. Like attracts like, right? So if I don't feel particularly successful now, how can I do that? I haven't got the job yet, or the money yet, or the love yet, or the I haven't got it yet. How can I possibly feel successful? Right. So it's about changing that thinking. It's about changing it and saying, right, in what way am I already successful? Well, I'm alive. I get out of bed every morning. I manage to feed myself. I keep a roof over my head. I come up with as many small successes as you possibly can, small wins. All right, I did a whole chapter on this in my book, right, explaining that when we get into the energy of I'm already successful, then we actually draw more success to us from that, right? So think about all the achievements you've ever had in your life. You learned to ride a bike, you learned to climb a tree, you learned to swim, you learned to drive, you left home and you managed to survive somehow. Those are all wins. They're all successes. If you've raised children, if you've whatever, you are already successful. Get in that energy and own it, embody it. I am successful now, right? That's the Queen of Wands that we've got here, right? That she doesn't question. She doesn't say, well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm quite good enough. Do you think I'm good enough? I don't know. I'm a bit of a failure, really, aren't I? That's not the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is I am absolutely bloody magnificent. It's absolute self-belief. And that is what this impossible card is with all these question marks, right? I am possible. But believe in yourself, it says nothing is impossible. So I can do it. All right. Now I'm already aligned with success. Yeah. Because I've remembered how brilliant I am. And I am now welcoming more success into my world and life because I am ready for my new beginning. My Ace of Cups. Cups is about emotions, fulfillment, happiness. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready for new happiness in my life. And that's going to make my heart sing. Now, this is even better because it's rooted down with the Page of Cups. All right, itchy nose always means I've got my angels all around me. And I can sense their feathers and their energy fluttering around me. Right, thank you very much. Double confirmation here. There is such a lot of support for you, my beautiful people. The Page of Cups is the one bringing the new cup on the ace. All right, he's holding the cup for you. Here you go. Here's your new cup. Now, notice with the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, there's a fish sticking out of this cup. Well, that's weird, isn't it? I wouldn't expect to have a fish sticking out of a cup. What on earth? Well, fish in tarot represent abundance. And the fish in the cup represents a bit of a surprise, something that perhaps you didn't expect. I didn't expect a fish in my cup, right? So there's something wanting to come into your world and life that might be a bit of a surprise that's going to make you happy. Now, abundance, which fish represent, isn't just about money. We always tend to go there first, don't we? Abundance means I'm rich. Right? Are you rich in energy? Are you rich in vitality? Are you rich in love? Are you rich in positivity? Are you rich in connections? All of that is richness. It's not just monetarily. So I want you to open up here because the pages are the beginnings of change, the beginnings of opportunities coming in that are going to surprise you and make you feel happy. And that's why we want this first affirmation that came out about nothing is impossible, because you'd think the fish in the cup, that's impossible. What on earth? Right. But when we open ourselves up to all sorts of possibilities, not just the ones that look obvious or make sense, then we are aligning with the good stuff coming in. We're letting the universe say, we've got something for you here. Don't shut it off. Open your heart and make a decision. Now, the lovers can be talking about love. This might be love for you. If you are open to love, and a lot of you are, and a lot of you are not, I know. Don't start shouting at the screen, all right? I'm not interested in that. I know. Lots of you are not. But those of you who are, be open to it. And because we've got the bit of a surprise there, this might come out of the left field, a bit of a curveball. Didn't see that coming. It may be that you are attracted to a type you're not normally attracted to. Well, that's not my type, but there's something about that person. Just let yourself be surprised, okay? Now, love aside, love and romance aside, let's come into just real life here for a minute. Doesn't have to have anything to do with love. The lovers is predominantly a card of make a decision. This way or that way, option 1 or option 2. What shall I do? And the answer is you follow your heart, not your head. Because your head will tell you one thing and your heart will tell you something else. Follow the heart. Okay, right. So we've got this new beginning. Let me show you. This new offer is being brought to you by the page. Nothing's impossible because I'm already successful. I'm choosing, making a decision, choosing to be open to surprises, choosing to be open to a new beginning. And because a new beginning can't come in where there's no space for it, I need something to shift out of the way, end, transform, create a space for this to come in. So I am willing and able to allow what needs to go to go. The death card is the transition, the transformation, the ending of the old to make way for the new. Now, it doesn't mean that a relationship, romantic relationship, has to end for a new lover to come in. It really should be that way round, by the way. But it doesn't have to be that, well, that means this relationship is ending. It could be a stagnancy in your relationship is ending and you're reconnecting with the same person, falling in love again with the same person. It can be that you thought you'd have to leave that job in order to have a fresh start, and all of a sudden there's a new boss comes in, or new colleagues, or you're being asked to work on a new project. Something is transforming and you're still staying within the same job. So the death card doesn't necessarily mean that relationship's done or that job's finished. It can mean a transformation within an existing situation, which makes it better. Now, the main thing with the death card is that we don't resist it. We allow it. We welcome it. We say, yeah, whatever I've outgrown, let's let it transition out of my space. Create space for something new to come in. And that might be a brand new job. That might be a brand new love, or a brand new friend, or a new hobby, or a new interest. But it's something that's going to make you happy because it's cups. So we're going to allow what needs to go to go. Now, for some of you, that is about home, because we've got the Four of Wands here. This represents home and moving, promotions, upgrades, improvements, marriage. It represents a shift and change within your key foundation, because the Four of Wands, fours are foundations, right? The Four of Wands is the key foundation that you've put in place. I've put the foundation in, I've put the corner posts in, that's why it's an 1111 card. I've got my life where I want it to be, and I'm now ready to take it to the next level. Right, so this is a card of improvements and upgrades. So it's very, very positive, right? And it's next to the Lovers card, which is saying, I need to make a choice on this. I need to make a decision. Am I moving on? Am I having a new home? Am I going to remortgage, put an extension on, change and swap the rooms around, maybe just improve the home I already have? This can also be about you upgrading your home by bringing more into it in terms of energy and love. That might be a furry friend. That might be redecorating. That might be ripping down the curtains and opening up the window and letting more light in. Whatever you need to do. But there is something shifting here. And because we've got the Knight of Cups in the middle of the reading, which is significant, I'll talk about that in a minute. The Knight of Cups can be an offer of love, an opportunity. It can be love, because it's cups, but it can be anything that's going to tickle your heart, all right? Tickle your fancy. That is going to... We've got the cup here that the Page of Cups has brought. Page of Cups is next to him. So the Page has opened up the opportunity to bring you the cup. Now the Knight is taking that forward and taking action on it. So the Page isn't necessarily the action card. It's the beginning of the opportunity. And now we're taking the action to take it forward. Now, this can be you carrying that cup forward, right? I'm going to fill this cup with a new job, or with a new love, or with whatever. This can be that coming towards you getting an offer. And that offer might be out of the blue, did not see it coming. This is a sort of thing where, let's say, a friend announces that they've always had feelings for you, and you're like, really? I did not know. Okay, it could be something like that. It could be that you're offered a promotion that you didn't even apply for, and they invite you to apply for it. When you get headhunted, saying, we want you to come and work for us. We've been impressed with what we've seen. And it's like, I didn't even apply, but I'm being approached here for something that is going to make me happy. Now, because this knight is in the middle of your reading, the way I read, the central card is key to all the cards around it. Notice I kind of did a heart there as well, all right? That there's love here for those of you who want it. This death card could be the end of being on your own and being single. It's absolutely strong for love if you want it, all right? It's also strong for any kind of hobby, interest, excitement that is going to fill your heart, all right? Because you're ready. You're ready for an increase. You're ready for a rebirth. We've got the Judgment card here with Strength and the Queen of Wands. So let's look at these, okay? Because the Judgment card, which keeps coming up for so many different readings, it was up in the weekly for the collective, it was up, as I say, for Libra yesterday. I think it was up for several other signs as well. We're in this rebirth energy. Why? Because we've got this awakening energy going on. We awaken up to who we truly are, to what we truly want. We awaken to what's really in the way, and then we work to get rid of it. We open ourselves up to more. And that comes from a place of authenticity, vulnerability, truth, clarity, because a lot of the time, we're walking around like in a bit of a fog. We're so busy on the merry-go-round of life, we haven't got time to look at what works and what doesn't work and who's lying and who's worth trusting. We haven't got time. We're just too busy. Right, but this Judgment card is a rebirth. It's like I am looking at where I am, how far I've come, what works, what doesn't. That's the energy all of us are in. This wake up, see the truth, realize what works and what doesn't, and then take action on it. And so you are taking the action. That's why the Lovers card is there. I'm making my choice. I'm making my decision. I'm taking it forward. I'm using that Knight of Cups to take action on my happiness, because look, we've got the Ace of Cups. This is all water energy, like you, Scorpio, all right? A new beginning in happiness. There's the page bringing the cup. The Knight is taking the cup forward, right? We're allowing what needs to end. We're making the decision that, right, we're ready to upgrade our lives. Might be a move of home. It might be moving from dating to living together, from living together to marriage. It might be making changes inside the home you already got, but something is ending, transitioning, transforming, because we're ready for this rebirth. We're ready for the new world and life, but we're going to need to use a little bit of strength, because change is scary and it's uncomfortable, and we go into all our wibbles and wobbles and fears and like, oh, is it going to be okay? That's normal. Don't beat yourself up and don't expect not to be scared. It's like the book says, feel the fear and do it anyway. The courage, the boldness, and there's the Queen of Wands with her bold, I can do it, nothing's impossible energy. The other thing with the Queen of Wands is she knows her worth. She knows her value. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants. And she's assertive and dynamic and determined, and she goes and gets it. But it takes strength to do that, doesn't it? It takes strength to stand in the courage of your conviction of what feels right for you and follow through. It's far easier to put it off. I'll look at it next week, next month, next year. Not looking at it now, too busy. Right, the strength says I'll find the time. I'll prioritize it. This needs to be looked at now. Why does it need to be looked at now? Because now is the most incredible time to be able to harness this, to make choices and decisions to live your best life and have this rebirth. This is the phoenix rising out of the old and into the new, and the universe is supporting you here. Nothing's impossible. You can do this. Right, let's clarify. Let's find out some more. Okay. This is the Lightseers Tarot. All right, let's look at this Ace of Cups. What's this about? Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, so what is this new beginning about for my Scorpios? So first of all, this is the card of recovery and rest. It's been exhausting, hasn't it? Coming into this awakening, finding your truth, realizing what's important. It's exhausting. So some of you may well have been unwell. This is a card of recovery after illness. It's also just take a step back. Take a step back, because when we're in it, we're so close we can't see anything. Take a step back and have a bit of a rest, and then we can see. Then we can see clearly what that Ace of Cups is about. What is it that we truly want? Well, we want to be able to stand up for ourselves, Seven of Wands, to live the life that we really feel is right for us. The Seven of Wands is the courage of your convictions. What's important to me is this, and I'm going to do it, even if people don't agree with it or think I'm crazy. I'm going to follow my path. And that's what that Ace of Cups is. I'm following my path to my own happiness. And I am opening up to all sorts of opportunities for communication here. Page of Swords. Swords are mental energy, thoughts, communication, talking, email, social media. Page of Swords is the opportunity opening up to communicate. So if this is about finding love, you might be finding yourself joining an online dating agency, a dating site. You might be applying for a job. You might be reaching out in some way, phone, email, WhatsApp, all of that. I am taking some action to put my thoughts into words and let them go forward. So we're going to take some action. Let's find out some more for my Scorpios. Okay, right, tell me more. Let's have a look at this Lovers. So as I said, the Lovers can be romantic love. Is predominantly make a decision, a choice between two. Stay or go. There's the Devil saying stay. There's the Four of Cups saying, but I'm bored, I'm stagnant, this isn't really doing it for me. And so the Ace of Swords says, I'm going to come up with some new ideas and some new thoughts to bring me into a place that is going to give me a new beginning. Another ace. So we've got the Ace of Cups, and now we've got the Ace of Swords. Right, so the Devil, there he is, saying, listen to me. You don't need to change anything. Just stay where you are. It wouldn't work anyway. You're not good enough. That's what the Devil will say. All right? And the Devil's your own thoughts, your own toxic, nasty, critical seeds of doubt that paralyze you, that pull you back, that say, oh, but I'll just stay where I am. It's not that bad, really. All right? That's the Devil. It's also addictions. All right? We can be addicted to people, places. We can be addicted to substances and food and drink and all the rest of that. We know what the Devil is. It's anything that's holding us back. So that's what the Lovers is there. I need to make a choice. Am I going to keep doing what I've always done because I'll get what I've always got? Or am I going to be brave and bold and do it differently? There's a choice here on the table. So we're going to look at what's going on currently. Four of Cups. There she is, kind of. She's not crying her eyes out. She's not having a nervous breakdown, but she's not happy. She's bored. She's stagnant. She's unfulfilled. She's outgrown something. It's not working for her anymore. And she's realizing it. And it's like, oh, so if I'm offered a new cup here, is it going to be any better than the old cup? Because there's the cup being offered. And she's like, well, I don't know. Shall I, shan't I? The Lover says, make a decision. What does the heart say? Because the Devil will be in your head, and the head will say, no, don't risk it. But the heart will say, please listen to me. Imagine this little voice. I can hear this little voice. Please listen to me. Listen to the heart. Listen to the heart, because as you do, look at these new thoughts and ideas that suddenly spring into life in the mind. You get these aha moments. You get this inspiration, these light bulb moments. And it's like, wow, I could do this. I could do that. All of a sudden, the inspiration is there. And you follow that. And that's what then leads you to the death, the ending. The ending of that old. I've made my decision. I'm moving forward. I'm moving on because it feels right. It feels absolutely right. So what's the judgment and the strength? Let's have a look at this and just clarify this. I don't feel we need to clarify these. So the rising up, temperance, justice, and the chariot, 3 major arcana cards, clarifying that judgment card, which is also a major arcana card. All right. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, on the table, out of the 9 cards, you had 4 major arcana cards. And then coming out to clarify judgment, you've got 3 major arcana cards. So temperance, this is harmony, balance, restoring, healing, bringing everything into a beautiful space. That judgment card, the rising up from the ashes. I mean, look at it, all right? These souls are rising up from their coffins, which is a little bit kind of in your face, but it basically, and I've had to give them, you know, underwear because it's YouTube, even though tarot is art, it's not classed as art. You're allowed to be naked in art, but you're not allowed to be naked in tarot. You get demonetized, which is very sad because some of the tarot cards are so beautiful. And the point of this, they're supposed to be naked because it represents being free of all restrictions, not needing to cover up, just being the essence of who you are. So just imagine that with them naked, because that's the way they're meant to be. It's like I can just rise up into my true, authentic self without needing to cover up anything, because this is who I truly am. And as I do that, I come into this beautiful balance, restoring the harmony between the fire and the water, the elements balance, I balance. And then just to confirm, justice comes in with the scales balanced. So justice is balance predominantly. All right, everything coming into balance, but it's also about fairness, about legal matters, about, especially because we've got the 4 of Wands here, which can be new home. That justice can be the signing the contracts for the new home. The 4 of Wands can also be an upgrade in your job, a promotion. So here's the contract coming through. So justice is legal matters, fairness, balance, just rewards, which enable you to move forward with the chariot into your success. Now, we've got the success card on the table as well. I am aligned with success now. I am already successful, and more success is coming into your life, and the chariot confirms that, because the chariot represents victory and success. So you are moving forward at a rate of knots. But remember, it comes in because of that self-belief that nothing is impossible. I am worthy, I am deserving, I am ready, and I am going for it. That's what's going on for you. Is there anything else we need to add? One more. Okay, one more. And then we'll have some angel cards. One more. We're clarifying these 2 here. Okay. 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, third ace. Third ace, okay. Right. We've got the Devil on the table, which says you can't do it, it's impossible. We've got your head agreeing with the Devil, the 5 of Swords. Look at those birds, represent communication, pecking away at you. Chip, 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 chip. It won't work. Don't bother. Stay as you are. You're stuck. You're paralyzed. You can't go forward. It won't work. That's what the head wants to say. But look, the Ace of Pentacles says if you can just push that noise to one side, a beautiful new beginning is waiting for you that is more abundant, is more prosperous, is more grounded, is more balanced. This is earth energy, security, safety, stability. That's what's there. You are ready. You are free to move forward, and you absolutely can do it. Okay? All right, let's finish off with, a unicorn card, not an angel card. Okay, we are having a unicorn card. All the cards I use are linked below. along with the link to my book and my website if you're interested. Okay, we've got 3 unicorn cards, all right? Okay, we've got the Law of Grace, number 41. That's a 5. 5s are about change, and they can be a little bit uncomfortable. But you've got this, you're showing up in your own reading, Scorpio. We've got the death card there. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I get it, okay? We are always transforming. We're always changing. You're in another time of change. You're making a decision. You're going to do it from a place of grace. Be your divine essence. Dissolve all in grace. Now, we also have number 20. Rose gold cosmic pool. Bathe in cosmic love. What does that say at the bottom? Soak up wisdom. Soak up wisdom. Okay. This owl is wisdom, is teaching these other beautiful, magical creatures, sharing the wisdom in this beautiful light. And underneath that, we have abundance. Number 8, open to abundance. Believe you deserve. Accept plenty and prosperity. That's what I told you. All right. Abundance is yours. So we've got 3 aces here. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. The Death card, the old is out. The Rebirth card, Judgment, the new is in. And the new is looking exciting and wonderful. But a decision has to be made. Just trust that you're on the right path. Follow the inner guidance and go for it, Scorpio. You've got this. All right, my beautiful people, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back very soon with a collective reading, and I'll see you next time. Lots of love. Bye-bye.